iPhone Fold. What it could look like, how much it will cost, and when it will ship. Imagine it's 2017. You just got your hands on the brand new iPhone X, and suddenly a whisper penetrates the tech blogs. Apple is working on a foldable phone. You're excited. You hear reports that mass production will start in 2020. You wait. 2020 comes and goes, and your pockets stay crease-free. Then the rumors move to 2024. Again, nothing. For nearly a decade, Apple fans have seen rivals debut version after version of foldable tech as the iPhone Fold remained a ghost in the machine. But finally, the wait might be reaching an end. What is the iPhone Fold? The iPhone Fold is likely to represent a big departure from Apple's conventional design language, signaling its long-awaited foray into the foldable smartphone industry. While rival makers have already delivered many generations of foldable devices, putting the pressure on Apple to comply, the tech giant has taken its time to polish the concept. According to the insiders, current conjecture says we will eventually see this device come in late 2026, perhaps as part of the fall iPhone release lineup. However, you should take these dates with a grain of salt. Some rumors say that Hinge troubles may have already pushed the launch back until 2027. A design like no other. So, what will this item actually look like? Based on the sources, here is what we should expect. The book factor. Unlike certain flip-style phones, the iPhone Fold is planned to open up like a book. iPad mini vibes. When fully unfolded, the screen will seem more like an iPad mini than a conventional phone, virtually acting like two iPhones connected together in the center. A wider stance. If you're expecting a narrow device, think again. The real proportions may be wider than what people normally expect from a smartphone. It is vital to recall that the Apple rumor mill has been talking about this since 2017. Because there have been so many mistaken release claims throughout the years, the sources warn that nothing is guaranteed until Apple makes an official statement. Will 2026 eventually be the year the ghost becomes a reality? Only time, and potentially the strength of Apple's innovative Hinge design, will tell. Various speculations have indicated that Apple will use an internal screen size of 7.76 inches, barely shy of the 8.3-inch iPad mini. However, as revealed in a December leak of alleged CAD designs, to achieve this, Apple may make the iPhone Fold squarer and wider than usual when folded up. The objective is to make the internal foldable display closer to an iPad in aspect ratio. That results in an iPhone measuring 3.3 inches broad and 4.75 inches tall when folded, versus 2.94 by 6.15 inches for the iPhone Air. The resolution is also stated to be 2713 by 1920, which reflects the change in aspect ratio, but would be higher than that of the iPad mini. Unfolded, it will automatically be double the width of its folded position. Since it's a folding device, the model also has to be slim to compensate. With the launching of the iPhone Air, Apple hinted at how small it may go, and it may attempt something similar for the iPhone Fold. CAD leaks say the iPhone Fold might be 5.64mm thick when unfurled, compared 5.1mm for the ultra-thin M4 iPad Pro. When folded, the real thickness will probably be a little bigger than 11mm. The inside screen is going to be the big talking point, but part of it will be because of Apple's extraordinarily extended research and development of it. The 2017 speculation stated Apple will cooperate with LG Display on the panel, yet by 2022, Samsung Display was brought on board. Reports from February 2025 onwards pointed to Samsung Display becoming the supplier of the displays, in part due to their own experience with foldable smartphones. The research apparently entailed constructing hybrid OLED panels that blended inflexible glass parts with flexible plastic substrates. Apple has been very anxious to polish the display to prevent the creasing problem commonly encountered by folding devices. As screens stretch over time, they can fold and eventually fracture, which Apple wants to avoid. While Apple has tried to build its own crease-free design, by July 2025, it had supposedly opted for utilizing a Samsung design instead. The screen Samsung may well employ for Apple's iPhone Fold has reportedly been put on exhibit at CES 2026. While almost definitely to be employed in the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8, anticipated in late 2026, it is the best option for Apple's utilization also. The iPhone Fold won't only differ from the existing iPhone format by having a big foldable display. It is also expected to have a second screen. The exterior display is intended to keep the iPhone Fold functional like a conventional iPhone when folded up. At 5.49 inches, based on 2025 rumors, it will be a little smaller than the current iPhone 17 display. With a resolution of 12,088 by 1,422, it will have a pixel density of 460 pixels per inch, matching current-gen panels. Holding the two parts of the iPhone Fold together will be a hinge, a vital element that will also have to assist in holding the flexible screen in the middle. The hinge has apparently been a burden for Apple's engineers and suppliers, and has resulted in some sophisticated mechanics appearing in patents. One item that did appear in rumors is the substance. There is the assumption that Apple is going to use liquidmetal for the hinge mechanism. It is a substance that has superior resistance to bending, deformation, and depression, and is 2.5 times stronger and tougher than a titanium alloy. Crucially, it accomplishes so while also being quite low in weight. While there are some natural characteristics to expect for the model, including the adoption of the latest A-series chip, the iPhone Fold could contain some unique ideas when it comes to cameras. For a start, one of the sections is reported to sport the camera plateau design as utilized in the current-gen iPhone series. The technology is deceptive, as it allows Apple to move some of its larger components inside it, allowing the rest of the body to be much slimmer. As for the cameras it could use, there have been speculations that it will have two on the back, including main and ultra-wide varieties, probably at the 48 megapixels level. For the larger internal display, Apple is interestingly rumored to be finally adopting a hidden under-display camera while using a punch-hole camera on the external screen. Since the internal display is so crucial, Apple will want to do anything it can to keep it as immaculate and uninhibited as possible. That implies no notches nor the dynamic island camera hole hiding UI feature. Hiding the camera behind the display will keep its most vital screen uncluttered. As a completely new flagship model, due in September 2026, the iPhone Fold will without a question cost more than the current generation iPhones. However, even that has been reported about. In March 2025, analyst Ming-Chi Kuo offered an anticipated pricing between $2,000 and $2,500 for the model. By April 2025, another leaker refined the range to between $2,100 and $2,300. A more reputable September 2025 study claimed the price to customers will be at least $2,000. While there's no definite settled-on price by the rumor mill yet, it at least looks that the iPhone Fold will cost consumers more than a Mac Studio to acquire. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more tech news. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.